Howdy folks, Sapper here, aka Sean, and I'm bringing you turn 2 of Strategic Surprise, Next War Iran. I believe it's Strategic Surprise. Let's look real quick. I am so bad when it comes to remembering stuff. Yeah, so Strategic Surprise, marker in the sand. By we I mean us, by we I mean me, have just completed turn 2. So let's see, how do things look? I'm getting a little nervous. So it's still Allied initiative. That is standard that's in the rules, right? It's going to be U.S. initiative for the first 2 turns. Now it's not going to be after this. So I'll have to figure out what that means. It's probably going to be a non-initiative turn because well, actually, I don't know. Yeah, it might be initiative goes to Iran. So we'll get to that here in a minute. Electronic detection. My electronic detection attempts were all dedicated to the SSM sites. I don't think I rolled any electronic detection, which is a big bummer, right? Like I think I need to roll a 4 or lower. So I should have at least been able to detect 1 or 2 of those sites. It was unable to. So I sent special forces in. I dedicated 2 to this site, 1 for the detection, or 1. I think actually, you know what? Hold on. I think both for strikes. They both failed. Fortunately, both of them survived. This one was for detection only, failed but survived. Same thing with the Israelis, and this one, he was able to detect. Turned out to be a dummy marker. That's why there's nothing there. It was in this spot right here, and he did not survive. So let me see, what else did we do? We tried to hit the detection track, and if I'm not mistaken, I think we were able to reduce it by 1. So now it's a detection of 5, and he survived. The Iranians, we conducted some raids into Saudi Arabia and Qatar. So we of all four that I dedicated, we were able to do a strike 1 and survived, unsuccessful, and did not survive. These were the Houthis right here. So I think they just get put on the records track a turn in advance, and then they'll reappear at the end of turn 3. Pretty sure that's what happens to these guys. So we'll put them right there. The strike 1 caused collateral damage, which really sucks. So go to the Saudi Arabia holding box, and I had an unfavorable roll, and it reduced 1 unit. So of the 3 units, I chose to reduce the F-35 because his stats dropped the least. So that sucks. That's one of my good planes, and now it's reduced. So the only way to replace those is to combine them, I believe. I'll have to look. I don't remember if I can use supply points or I have to consolidate with another F-35 Alpha. So there you go there. As far as special forces go, air naval phase, what do we do? Detected. That surface air group was detected. My carrier battle group, which is the Theodore Roosevelt. I did a little online Googling last night, and the Theodore Roosevelt is close to the Persian Gulf in real life. So the Teddy Roosevelt is in the Persian Gulf in game life. Of course, the Iranians have air superiority. Again, I don't have enough air superiority fighters to feel comfortable committing them to that, which may or may not be a mistake. So again, the Iranians have air superiority. They have, what is it? It is the max level, whatever it is, supremacy. They have supremacy. Might be one of the few times in real life or in the world that the Iranians would have air supremacy ever. All right, control of sea boxes, Gulf of Oman inshore and at sea are Iranian controlled. The inshore box is Iranian controlled. Because there's a carrier battle group in the Persian Gulf, it's automatically contested. I'm pretty sure that I looked at it a couple of times, and I think the presence of a carrier battle group automatically makes it contested. Let's see. Second special operations phase. Okay, I've already covered that, which was these guys. Now we can put these. Do a little quick housekeeping here. So we have a couple of these guys are eliminated. So we still have some special forces left. I mean, there's not really much for the non-allies to do because I don't have a lot of ground forces. All right. Strike phase, let me see here. I used my last 2 Allied cruise missiles to take out that SSM site. So I was able to take that out. So, and for anybody wondering, these tokens, all the plastic tokens you see on the board, they are from Litco. A little spendy, but I think they're well worth it. Me personally, I mean, your mileage may vary. So that is gone. I'm going to put anything that's eliminated over here. So 3 dummies, 1 actual. All right, let's see. That goes there. Strike marker goes there. All right. So that, as far as Allied strikes go, that's all I did. I think is I just used cruise missiles. And I used my last 2. So I'm out of cruise missiles on the Allied side. On the non-allied side, I mean, they tried their hardest to take out the Teddy Roosevelt. So, first strike phase, I think we launched 3 SSMs, and we launched this sortie of Su-24s, and I think all 5 of those things, we didn't get nothing happened. Second strike phase, the Iranians were like, okay, we got to take this thing out. So we launched 2 more SSMs that I reduced that. I think we started at 20. Yeah, this should be down to 15 right there. 2 more SSMs and then 2 more aircraft. And these guys, even though the aircraft were detected on both sides, we were still able to cause a strike 2, which I was like, whoo, boy, that was close. I think at the end of the turn, that will be reduced to a strike 1. Which is still, I'm going to be biting my nails when the Iranians go to re-engage this guy. The only thing that saved him really from all these surface-to-surface missiles is that the Sea-Wiz close-in weapon system was able to take out all of those missiles. I think the planes are what got through, or the aircraft is what got through and caused all the damage. So yeah, that was first strike phase. I think that's all, again, I think that's all we did as far as strikes. Really, that's all of the action, I think, was strikes. Of course, we moved units like this dude here came from over here. These guys moved from up north. We got a whole stack of guys here. I'll probably start basing guys on Kesham Island. And that's pretty much, I mean, just moving ground forces, which the Iranian ground forces really aren't doing anything. Because they have no Allied ground forces to do anything with. Oh, these guys are alive. I think that's it. I mean, this is where all the action was in the Persian Gulf, trying to take out the Teddy Roosevelt. I still have to do reconsolidation and reorganization, and then this is what we're looking at for reinforcements. You can see that there's a lot on the non-Allied side and very little on the Allied side. So we're going to get 3 aircraft. We're going to get 2 brigades. From the All-American Division, we'll get the headquarters and 1st Brigade, which combine that with the 173rd. We'll have 2 fighting brigades and 1 headquarters. Is that enough to do anything? Not really. I failed to see what they could possibly do. I mean, I could fly them over here, but I mean, the only advantage I have by doing that is, I mean, these guys have an efficiency rating of 7, which is an efficiency rating of 6 because of that one what is it? The readiness. Where is it? This right here, U.S. readiness. Allied player reduces U.S. combat unit efficiency ratings by 1 for the duration of the scenario, except when conducting clearing operations. So I did put that into place. Gave the Allies 12 extra VPs. So even my good units, they're 6, which is still better than 5s. I mean, the best that the Iranians have here, but still, can 2 brigades take on? I mean, there's armor there. That's not happening. I could take these guys out, but honestly, I'm going to have to think long about what I'm going to do. I think I might have to get some more forces in. Let's look and see. Oh, yeah, we get some. I had an air mobile point destroyed, too, when that, from the collateral damage here. So I forgot. It was an air mobile point, and then 1 air unit was reduced. But I get that back now, so that's fine. Get some more cruise missile points, more supply points, which I'm not really using. And then the non-allies get a couple cruise missiles. These are Chinese cruise missiles, but still cruise missiles, right? Supply point and a couple of ballistic missiles. Let's look and see turn 3. Strategic surprise. So I'm going to get the rest of the 82nd. Yep. The other 2 brigades plus the aviation brigade, another F-35, F-16. I think that's a Canadian. That one right there. CJ, I'm not quite sure. Maybe that's the Wild Weasel. I don't know. I'm going to have to look and see what that is. That doesn't... F-15. Another carrier battle group, which I'm sorely going to need. Another air mobile point. The French, they don't give you anything. And the Commonwealth, I'm not getting anything off of those guys either, so that's going to suck. What are the Iranians looking like they're going to get? Let's see. A couple more brigades, some more Quds forces. Yeah, so the Chinese, they're not getting anything either. So turn 3 is going to maybe be a little bit of a breather for the Allies. I really need that carrier battle group. I really need the Teddy Roosevelt to survive. That's going to be a seriously bad hit if that gets taken out. So, all right, folks, there you have it. That is the state of the Persian Gulf after about a week, right? I believe each turn represents about 3.5 days. So at the end of turn 2, at the end of 1 week, after the Iranians blew up that cargo ship and declared the strait closed for business, that's what we're sitting at. It's gonna be a tough battle. So the Allies did get 2 victory points for taking out that SSM site, but I believe the Iranians will get 16. Initiative VPs are 10, so if there's a differential of 10, there is a differential because 16 minus 2 is 14, so the Iranians get a total of 14, so it will go to the Iranians having the initiative, which isn't going to do a whole lot, I don't think. You get the extra strike phase, which, let me see, first strike phase... Second strike phase is initiative turn only. Yes, so the Iranians will get... we both get that, right? We both get the benefit. Both sides get the benefit of having 2 strike phases. It's just the Iranians have more stuff, right? We've got 15 surface-to-surface missiles that we can just indiscriminately throw at the Teddy Roosevelt, right? So there's no limit to how many cruise missiles and surface-to-surface missiles you can throw at something. So that's going to... I have a bad feeling that Teddy Roosevelt is going to be gone. And I don't think they're actually really destroyed in the game. They just... I'll have to look. I know in the base game, I think they just go up on the records track like 4 turns out, I think, but I'm not sure. Maybe they are destroyed. I know you get... They'll get 20. victory points for taking that out. So that is a super juicy target. I'm going to have to do a little research on exactly how that works. I know he'll be eliminated, but I think it might be able to come back. But then again, I don't know. I can tell you if I was the Iranians taking out a carrier, that's a victory right there. They could lose everything else, but they would still be able to use that as a victory for decades to come. So anyway, there you go. There we have it. I've rambled on long enough. Turn 2 in the books. Thanks for watching. Have an amazing day.